That's because CBS has so many wonderful events that you're not going to see. Upcoming, the U.S. Open. Great tennis event right here in New York City. Yeah. And we really look forward to it every year. Yes. And our next guest, listen to this. This woman has won 16 Grand Slam titles. And beginning next week... Next week, she will attempt to win her fifth U.S. Open championship. I mean, honest to God. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the lovely, the talented Serena Williams, everyone. Welcome back. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
How you
doing?
Good
to be here. I'm good.
Things are going great, aren't they?
So far, things are going great.
I have a couple of things I'd like to know about, one of which is you spend time in Paris. Now, you don't live in Paris, but you spend time in Paris.
I don't live in Paris. You know, they have that new tax rule, which is
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know anything about it?
No.
Well, yeah. We'll just say you wouldn't. We don't.
I don't make the same kind of money that you make.
I don't make the same kind of money you make.
That's the problem. But you enjoy your time in Paris?
I do.
How can you
I love
not?
Paris. It's such a great city. It's beautiful. It's just, I think the city is even. Like you can't have the building over a certain height, and so you can get to see the sun when the sun is out, and it's just really a beautiful place to be.
It's a certain. Maybe you'll agree with this. It's a certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi, mais pas de française.
Moi? Ici, les États-Unis.
Oh, les États-Unis.
Yeah. Si. Oui.
No, oui. We'll do lessons together, but I love France, and
but they must be all over you when you go out. Oh my God!
You know, I used to have so much peace when I was staying in Paris. I have an apartment there. It's great. It's right in the city, and it was great because it was crazy in the United States. Whenever I go, people are always recognizing me, so I'd go to Paris and I have a little bit of a break. But ever since I won Roland Garros, I'm kind of regretting that a little bit because now every time.
Winning. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have thought about that before you went out and won the tournament.
You know, it's crazy because literally every time I step out, it's like I'm back at home now. So, but it's fun. I mean, the experience is great. The people are just. Are
the Parisians nice? You know, the impression is.
You know, if you speak French or if you try to speak French, they definitely are nice. I do try to speak French, and they're a little bit more understanding.
Let me tell you about my experience. I mean, I know you're cutting into your segment, but it's
yeah, it's okay. Let's talk about you.
I have the same outfit, by the way.
Okay.
My family and I went over there for a birthday. I don't know. I had turned 63 or something, and we wanted to always stay at the Ritz Hotel on the Place Vendôme.
Place Vendôme.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody's
First of all, what a dump. What a dump.
I cannot agree. I think it's beautiful.
Well, you know, they redid it. They had to redo the place. What a dump. And they treated me shabbily. Can you believe that?
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
I wouldn't take it
personally. I'll go talk to them. I'll tell them to treat my friend. Yeah.
Now, here's something else. You know about it, but you weren't around for this. I can remember Billie Jean King.
Yes.
What a tremendous athlete.
She's incredible.
What a great social pioneer.
Yes,
absolutely. What a tremendous role model, icon in the world of sports. And there was a guy named Bobby Riggs, who was a tennis player and a hustler.
True.
He was always finding ways to make money and silly things, and he challenged Billie Jean King to a tennis match.
To the battle of the sexes.
They had it in the old Houston Astrodome. It was enormous. Yeah.
Yes, it was enormous. It was packed. You know, it was 40 years ago.
40 years ago.
It was 40 years ago, and incidentally, 40 years ago as well, Billie Jean King started the WTA Tour, which is why people like me and my sister and every female athlete that plays tennis have an opportunity to play tennis and just be powerful, wonderful, amazing, beautiful female athletes. And we all owe thanks to
Billie Jean King. Now, you must know Billie Jean. Have you spent time with her?
I love Billie. You know, was able to start and open so many doors for me. I know her really well. I had the opportunity to work with her years ago. She was captain of her Fed Cup, and she was coaching the team. So I got so many tips to this day. I literally use them in some of my matches every day.
Now, as I recall, this battle of the sexes, Billie Jean, my memory is that she crushed Bobby Riggs.
She beat him pretty good.
Right. Now,
girl power.
Is there... What would happen if something like that occurred today?
Well, who would it be?
Well, I don't know. Let's say you would be the...
I was hoping you'd say.
All right, feminine side. And me.
And you. Oh. Well, actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match, and I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because for me, tennis and men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0, and 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because it's true. It's honestly, true. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit hard. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
I'm with you when it comes to tennis. I only want to play girls.
Yeah.
We got that going on.
See, we have something in common.
Got more than something in common.
I knew it. I just felt like we had this connection.
You're still a kid, but in terms of your professional career, you've been at it such a long time. Now, here's what I know about baseball pitchers. A lot of times a kid will come up, and he's got nothing but power. He's got a tremendous fastball. Yeah. And you can't do that to your system over and over and over again and survive for very long. So then you become you refine your game. It's more nuanced. It's more strategic.
But in tennis, it's a little different.
Is it
different? At least for me. I've adjusted my game. My dad gave me and my sister, a wonderful game and a wonderful foundation to build on. So all our career, we're always just building on our foundation. So I'm actually serving harder than I ever have in my career.
Now, what do you attribute that to? Is that different?
You know, Technology, really, the rackets are stronger, everything's better. I'm using lots of different things, but also fitness. I'm more fit, and it's just a different. I've been able to keep up with the times in terms of things like that. So
to me, it's just the opposite of what I might guess. But you actually have matured. Your game has matured and gotten better.
And it's weird because I thought when I was like 20 and 21 and 24 and 26, you're thinking this is your peak. This is when you're doing well. But now I feel so good. I feel so healthy. I feel so vivacious, and just I just feel good every time I step out on the court. It's like I feel so fortunate to have that.
I have never felt that way.
Yeah.
Not a minute in my life have I felt that way. But how many hours of your life have you been on a tennis court? Practice and tournaments?
Honestly, if you think about it, I've probably been literally on a tennis court for like 3 years straight. Yeah.
Do you ever now you see right now you're on cloud 9. Everything's going great, and you've won since 2012. You won like 74 and lost 4. This crazy number. But do you ever feel like, oh gosh, tennis again? That never happens, does it?
No, and that's the difference between now and a couple years ago. Like ever since I went through my health issues and my really bad health issues, every moment for me is new, and I feel like, wow, I'm here. I'm playing tennis. There was a time where I never thought I would even pick up a racket again, let alone play professionally, and then I've been able to come back.
And that's because of injuries. Injuries affect you emotionally, affect you psychologically, maybe even more than physically, don't they?
They do, and they really can wear you down, and then they become really kind of heavy almost on your soul and on your energy. And so I have a really good team. My dad, my mom, my coach, my sisters, they're all so positive, and I've been able to just be able to keep that positiveness around me. And so I don't know, I just feel, like I said, I just feel a lot better.
Any predictions for the U.S. Open?
I never predict.
But you feel good going in?
I feel good going in, but I felt excellent going into Wimbledon, and I went right out. So
it's a different deal. That's crazy grass.
Yeah, that grass is crazy, right? I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. What is the point?
If you
can't play on pavement, what is the point?
Yeah, no, Wimbledon's a great place to play, but honestly, every time I step out on the court, especially here in New York, guys, I'm going to be out here. It's going to be really fun.
Love you, and we embrace you as our own.
I am. It's coming out here. It's a really wonderful.
Now, what about this? What if at a certain point you just started playing golf?
You know, I'm really good at golf. I can hit the ball. You can't imagine. Like, I'm willing to take on. I can hit it far.
Yeah, I believe that.
But it doesn't go in one direction. It kind of goes this way and that way, and it ends up in the trees. Yeah. And then I lose focus, and after 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, let's do something else.
Let's do something else.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question about your game. Can you hit a ball? We used to call it like junk. Can you do things with the ball?
The junk game, yes.
Can you? How much of that do you do?
A funny story. When I was younger, I was really small my whole life, and then when I got like 16, 17, I grew. So when I played tournaments, all the girls were bigger than me, so I only had a junk game. So I was like this. That's why I think I get some of that tenacity from, because I always had to fight for absolutely every point that I played. I could never win an easy match. I was always on the court forever, and I was just playing slice and junk balls and lobs and drop shots and stuff. And so finally, when I got bigger, I was like, oh, I can now play power shots. It was really fun.
But do you ever use any of the old junk stuff?
I do from time to time, but you know, when I like to go out there, I like to go out there and kind of get it over with, and then go home and relax and,
you want to teach them a lesson.
Watch the Late Show.
Oh, of course, you can't see it now because he's lying. But the only kind of backhand I could hit was a slice. So it would go over the net, and it looked like it was...
Those shots can
But then they come back. Honestly, at one time, I pulled a guy right out of his shorts with that slice.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it was tremendous. But that was the only thing I could do.
Hey, that's a lot. Those slice shots are tough. They're really, really tough.
Your top physical...
together.
All right, well, when?
I would want you
I'm coming. No, I'll be there.
Okay.
Let's go. Where?
Well, we can hit indoors. There's an indoor
No, not indoors. No, outside. Let's go.
With that slice, you want a grass. You want a grass.
I never played on grass in my life.
You would do good with that slice.
Is grass slower or faster than...
It's fast.
What about clay? Is that slow game, isn't it?
Clay is slow.
You can get to everything on clay,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sliding. It's like a dancer.
Yeah. It's good to see you, and good luck in the Open.
Thank you so much,
when you win, and I don't want to jinx you, come back and see us. All right? Nice to have you.
Thank
God bless you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, lovely Serena Williams. We'll be right back with Sean Donnelly, everybody.